Hello, darlings. Today is a happy yellow day. I have my weird flowers, and I have my jumper and my gold bracelet. Everything is yellow. No, actually, everything is not yellow. I'm just really cold because it's completely freezing in London, and I'm wearing a hat. And I should probably put more effort in my physical appearance for you guys, but I don't care because I just started reading my favorite book for the third time, and I'm so excited to tell you the reasons why you should read it. Not that I'm convincing anybody with her philosophy or anything like that. I just think that this book caused a lot of opinions, very mixed, and I think when something is very controversial and has a wide spectrum of people saying, I love it, I hate it, you really have to get your own opinion. So this is just my opinion. The book is Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. I am absolutely in love with this book. I literally have butterflies when I read it, and I feel like I'm in love with this book, and especially with three main guys who are just phenomenal in their own ways. And I think it would be very difficult not to fall in love with those three men. If you're a woman or a man, you would aspire to be like them. And also the main girl, who is incredible as well. So the first reason you should read this book is because to get your own opinion. I think it's such a deep book on many levels. Ayn Rand is a genius writer. Respect to her. Even people who hate the book say that. Not because the dialogue is incredibly amazing, but also because the way she writes it, you hear thoughts in people's heads. Like you have a line of dialogue and then you have description of what people are actually thinking. So you understand the motives of personalities. You really get to know them on such deep, intimate level that it makes you connect on in no. It's just unbelievable. I get so emotional about this book then when I'm reading about the part where somebody attacks my favorite characters, I feel genuinely angry. It's amazing. It's incredible. So she's an incredible writer. The second reason you should read it because it will give you a kick in the butt. If I'm honest, to me it did. Sometimes it can be a bit unmotivated, or I can be extremely motivated. And when I'm feeling a bit unmotivated, I watch people like Tony Robbins or anybody else who is just energetic person who gives you a big push that you need. But reading this book, it's another level of giving you motivation and giving you this drive to really go for your goals, because this book is full of characters who have something in their mind and they're just working for it. They don't care about anything else, they just want to do it. And I admire that. And another part of this book is full of characters. Well, this book is all about ideal people. Some people are very lazy, who do nothing, who just spoil people's lives, really. But they do have their intentions. They think that everybody should be great for everybody else, that people should be equal. So it's very, you have to read it basically. But the characters who are doing something, they live in this bubble of the goal, and her whole theory is selfishness, right? But it's not in a bad way. Like you don't care about anybody else on purpose. It's just because you have a goal and you're going for it. So it's not like you have time even to think about other people. It's not a mean way. It's not like they're mean to other people, no. But I think in the way, it's just incredible. I think any society would benefit from having those kind of people around. Third reason I think you should read, because it will make you really understand people. As I said before, the dialogue and the thoughts in characters' heads are very descriptive and genius and clever and on point and honest, that it makes you consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously really relate to people you know. This book made me angry about some people I know, because I really saw them in the characters who I disliked, or made me admire people I love even more, because I understood their deeper needs and desires and actually willingness to do great things. And it's very difficult, I think being a writer, it's very difficult to capture different personalities, not to be biased. Of course she's biased because she obviously enhances a great character's traits, but she writes about the people who I dislike in this book on such a profound level. Like she really understands the psychology, and I think if you're interested in psychology, or you're interested in what motivates people, um, how to not control people, but how to almost read their minds, I think you should also read this book. It's great for actually getting to know people at their deepest levels, at their desires and their motives. I love it. To give you a little bit of a sneak peek, this book has everything. It has romance, it has mystery, it has it just hooks you. And don't be intimidated because it's very thick. You know, a lot of thick books are actually really boring because they've almost, if you like, the author filled up the space with descriptions of unnecessary things. But this book, I'm treasuring every single page I read because there's no time wasting. It's such a complicated story. It's such a deep plot. Not in a way that I just can't understand it. No, because it's so interesting. It's like the best. I think if they ever make a movie, it will be like the best movie ever. And they've actually attempted to make it, and they made the first part a couple of years ago. I don't really like it. I think the book is so much more because in the movie you cannot see the dialogue in the head or their thoughts. What I also love doing with Atlas Shrugged or any other books I read recently, I used to always be very precious about books in terms of like, oh, I don't want to ruin it and stuff. But I think if you love a book, you have to reread it, especially if it motivates you, makes you to think about some new ideas, some new things, and just highlight stuff, you know, like with a pen, write it down, highlight your favorite quotes or put exclamation marks. It's a very cool story. I think I'm really curious about what you think and if you've read it before. And what are your favorite books? Maybe you have another book that you keep reading all the time and people don't get it, but you're just obsessed with it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and if you read it and if you have any views, good or bad, I would love to hear it. Thank you, bye!